have some new people here. I know you always have some new folks on this call. So, will you just help me shout out the new folks? Like, drop it in the chat if you're new, or wave at me if you're new. I just really want to get to know you. Courtney, girl, good to see you. I know you were up late last night finishing up this month. You promoted a new gold, I believe, right? And Amy, good to see you. Helen, always good to see you. Paige, good to see you. Amanda, good to see you. Okay, Amanda, you're new. Okay, great. Where are you, Amanda? Like, where do you live? Marie, great to see you. Lindsay, good to see you. Amy, you're new. Great. Where do you live? And Agnes, beautiful to see you.
Agnes
Good.
is new. She just promoted to
Yeah,
brand builder, and
Paige is new. Good.
yeah, there's a lot. And we actually have someone on here who hasn't even joined yet. Her name's Jennifer and Reek, and
Yes.
she actually was with us in my last two companies. And she's an incredible
Wonderful.
salesperson. She knows sales, and so I told her, I said, "This is like
Wonderful.
exact. If it can help you feel better, you're a great salesperson, and you can get out this mental wellness mission that we're all on. You'll make some money here."
Oh, so amazing. And Amy, you invited Tara. Tara, welcome. So good to see you here. Robin, good to see you. Jen, good to see you. Sarah, good to see you. Great to see you always. Sidna, good to see you. Well, very, very good. I changed from another business tomorrow. I can totally relate to that. So I'm loving seeing how our team is growing and just expanding all over the place. Just to let you know a little bit about me, I normally, well, I like to say that I was a beauty in the boardroom because I was usually the only girl in the boardroom for many years that moved to the beach. I went from the boardroom to the beach. And so my husband and I call Charleston, South Carolina home. We live on a beach, Isle of Palms there. I've lived a little bit everywhere though. I've lived in 8 different states, including Amanda. I've lived in Texas. I lived in the Dallas, Texas area and kind of all around that area for years. So, in fact, I'm going back there soon. And I'm here on the East Coast, Amy. So, very familiar with Florida and out here on the East Coast. Right at this moment, we happen to be in our motor coach, like our second home, and we are up in the mountains of North Carolina. The mountains are beautiful this time of year and springtime. And so we are up here enjoying some of the mountains from Arlington, Texas. Okay, great. Really good. So let me just give you a quick glimpse into my background. And I want you to know this because I work for you, but you didn't really have a chance to interview me and hire me. So we're going to kind of treat it like it's an interview process, if that's okay. And I'll tell you a little bit about what qualifies me to be working for you. So my background is really in running companies. I started my career really helping to develop the brand that you know of as J. Crew today. The J. Crew brand, when I started there, was nothing but a dream. There were no stores, and I was part of that team that helped create that brand. Then I moved to the Walt Disney Company to do the same thing for them with their retail divisions, with their catalogs, as well as their retail stores. So I did some of that, and then I started working for direct selling and network marketing companies. I was on the board of directors for the Direct Selling Association. I was on the board for the Direct Selling Education Foundation. So I've always been really pro word of mouth marketing and anything that protects the business that we're in. I understand that there's bad apples out there, and I like to get them out swiftly. In fact, I just filed an FTC complaint on a company today for improper conduct. So I'm all about getting rid of the bad ones, but I like to protect the business that we have. In fact, you'll find a podcast that I used to do called MLM You Decide. Now, with that said, we are definitely languaging more affiliate marketing these days because Amazon and so many online companies have defined for people affiliate marketing, and it's less threatening for folks. So you'll oftentimes hear us talk about affiliate marketing, but that's not because we are in any way ashamed of or embarrassed about the multiple levels that you get to earn compensation on. So I got an opportunity to be president at some very large companies in this industry. I was president of a billion-dollar company for several years. Then I went to work and serve as president of North America for one of the largest natural nutrition companies in this industry. Um, I'll tell you too that I met my husband in that process, and he is very familiar with product manufacturing. That makes a difference because when my very good friends started this company, started Amari in the mental wellness space, I was cheering them on from the sidelines, but I was super skeptical. I don't know if anybody's a skeptic out there. I am not a pushover. Like, I've been some places, I've done some things, I've seen some things. You cannot you cannot hide, like, with fancy marketing. You can't hide no science with fancy marketing with me. Well, I was skeptical for my friends, and I loved their enthusiasm for Amari, but my husband and I were one of the first customers here that bought the products. And then, because of his background, we had a connection to send the products off to a third party to do our own independent laboratory testing. Now, Amari does their own very rigorous testing on all raw materials and on the finished goods of the products. But I didn't believe that, and I had to see it for myself because I'd been lied to before. And so we spent $3,000 to basically prove what Amari already said was true. So the good news is I can save you that money, and you don't have to spend that. We got a 21-page report back that showed how clean the products are. Also, that everything that's on the label is in the bottle, and that there's nothing in the bottle that isn't on the label. So just all of those good things. I started building a business at my in the nutrition space before I came here to Amari, and just really felt I was feeling convicted that I needed to spend more time with my family, which you might be able to relate to. And God knew that plan for me. And within about a year and a half of us building that business and me being out of my corporate roles, we just had a major crisis in our family. We've got 4 kids, and they are all grown now, so I'm an empty nester. But one of our teenage daughters attempted suicide. We discovered in that, and she's doing very well now, by the way. She's a plant biologist at the University of Oklahoma, and she had been abused and trafficked by our next door neighbor and her best friend's dad, who had abused several kids in the neighborhood. She never spent the night away from us. This all happened just after school time over the course of years. And we're very grateful for the therapy that she received, for products like these that have come alongside her in her healing journey to be able to, to help her. She chose to prosecute her abusers, and we did get justice. So out of that, she inspired a foundation. Her heart was so broken for the other kids that had been abused and didn't have the support from their family like she had, and didn't have the financial support from their family that she had to be able to get whatever treatment she needed. She inspired, out of that heart of gratitude, her therapist team to create a foundation that provides mental health therapy scholarships for those that need it. So that foundation is called the Willowfield Foundation, and I want you guys to know about it because you don't have to do anything with it to know that you're making an impact with it. Because the reason that I build here at Amari and I use what we create here is to take what we're creating and generating. So every new person you introduce, every reorder you get, every phone call you make, that effort is coming through and having a ripple effect over to the Willowfield Foundation on your behalf. And so we are the biggest contributors to that foundation, and have provided just hundreds of scholarships for folks to be able to have access to mental health therapy that need it. So I want you to know that you're part of that. And that's something that you can also tell others when you're talking with them about, what the core values are of this company and what your team is about. We're not only one of the fastest growing teams in the company, but we also are giving back just by being part of this team. So that's just a little bit of my background that I thought I'd share, Paige, and I'm here to support you and help you however on the call.
Thanks, Laura. So I'll come back to you. I don't want to, I want to introduce Lindsay. So Dr. Lindsay Elmore, her and I actually we knew of each other. We traveled together. We worked together at a previous company. And we both loved and respected each other so much that we weren't willing to allow a company to stand in the way of us doing life together. I went to New York with her. Emerson and I went to New York, easy for me to say. And we visited her there, and we've traveled on cruises together. We've just had an incredible relationship that has been mutually respectful. And so I was a leader at another company, and she never once said, Paige, come here. She just said, let's do a yoga retreat in Greece. I think we were doing it. And that was supposed to be, and then there was another one, the spa retreat we were doing in March. Anyway, with all that said, I joined here in December. I left my last company as a result of a lack of transparency and just some things that, look, I don't keep my mouth shut when something is important. I don't care what, I'm that person. I believe in rights for animals, people, and for people who just don't know better. So with that said, I left there and I came to Lindsay and I said, look, we're broken, but we're a loyal bunch. We're loyalists, we're hard workers, and we need a home. And Lindsay and Laura have exceeded every expectation, have met every sometimes demand, and really have just changed my life in a big way. So Dr. Lindsay Elmore, I'm going to let her come and introduce herself. She's my enroller. Laura's her enroller, but we're all one big family here. And I want you to know that you will be loved on a lot. And each one of us has very different skill sets. So whoever you are, you're going to get a little bit of something that you need from each one of us. So Lindsay, I know you're here, I think. I don't
I'm
want to
here,
call
yeah.
you. Oh, hi.
Hi. Thank you so much for just your leadership and your kindness. And yes, I will tell you, in the 2 weeks leading up to Paige coming to Amare, she and I had just been chatting. We chatted regularly, like for many a year that we were at different companies. But for 2 weeks, she was just saying, hey, I'm feeling something's not right. Something's not right. Something's not right. And we really said, okay, there's a problem in our industry where people are allowed to be backbiting and mean and cruel to one another. And like, we just want to stand up against that. And so how are we going to do that? That's when Paige and I decided, let's do a retreat and let's just show that no matter where you are, who you're working with, you can still sit at our table and we will still love you and we will still care about you and we will still mentor you. We just want to change the game and teach people that things can be done with ethics, integrity, fairness, kindness, and love. And really, that's what Amare is all about. Amare means love. I love our core values, the fact that we lead with love, we lead with service, with integrity, with humility, and with innovation. And for me, as a pharmacist, the innovation that we have with our products and the fact that we are the only mental wellness company out there, the innovation that we have from Dr. Sean to put together products that have a purpose, that work in a progressive fashion, and that really stood out to me because I can tell you, when Laura first started talking to me about working with Amare, I was as skeptical as she was. In fact, we were laughing just a couple days ago. I think she courted me for about 6 weeks before I said yes. She got me on calls with Dr. Sean, and she also was patient for another 6 weeks while I didn't even open the box with the products. And I started using Happy Juice, which, hooray, mango Happy Juice is here to stay. Can we all give a round of applause? So I started on Happy Juice, and this is my personal experience. I can't say it'll happen for you, but it did happen for me, that I lost just 6 pounds in a week of just inflammation and I just said, hey, you know what? There's probably other people that are facing, I mean, we have an epidemic of inflammation in the United States. Everybody has it on some level. And I was like, you know what? Somebody on social media might want to know about that. And I shared it, and the rest is history. The rest is history. And it was one of those things where I was like, oh my goodness, these products not only work, people understand that when you talk about them, they go, oh my goodness, I have that problem. This may help me to solve my problem. So think about the problems that you have in your life, that your friends and family have in their lives. Is it that they need help with their confidence and weight? Is it that they need a healthy inflammatory response? Is it that they need a healthier sex life? Is it that they need healthier menopause? Like, what is it that people need help with? Because there is something at Amare that may be able to provide a solution. I also, you guys, I love the fact that we are a newer company. If I am deciding which company to go with at what point, going with a company that's 25, 30 years old is a much more difficult uphill battle. Also, mental wellness is having, it's transformed from a moment into the movement. And so we are here to say, we're going to advocate for people's mental health. We are going to advocate for people living their best lives, and we are going to lead by example. And so I came on, simply started sharing, and I do truly believe that I have been able to help people feel better. You know, Jared came to me, our CEO, Jared came to me, and he's like, do you like the mental wellness company? Do you like that? And I was like, yeah, it's, you know, it's who we are. And he's like, we're considering a rebrand. And what would you think? He's like, if you were going to replace that phrase. And I was like, you can't replace it, number one. But I just told him, it's this simple. Try our products, you're going to feel better. And if you don't feel better, you send them back. And he was like, so what? We'd be the feel better company. And I'm like, that's kind of what we are. You will feel better in your mental wellness when you hang out with us, and when you drink happy juice and you take a few supplements in your day. And if you don't, friends, you send the products back and you get a refund. That is the way it works. The last thing I'll say, if you're thinking about coming here, my favorite part of the compensation plan is Focus on 5. And it is a quick and easy pathway that you can use every single month to earn an average of an additional $500 for your household income. So as you're thinking about this, and you're thinking about, you know, where to start, when to start, Focus on 5 is your first step in earning compensation that matters. And I truly want you to envision and share with your social media followers, what will that $500 do for you, and what might it do for them? So, Paige, anything else you want me to cover, sweetie?
No, you're great. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome.
Thank you. Appreciate it. So Laura, I did want you to, because I know when we did one of these a couple of weeks ago, and it was incredible. Everyone got so much value from it. When I asked you, if you just started here today, where would you start? Because we have so many people on this call, at least a dozen, who are within their first week or two.
Yes. So if I were starting here today, one of the first places that I would start is I would make sure I was familiar with the boards that the team has. And many of you have probably used boards before. The company has amazing resources that are free in the Amari Builder app. And I love that those resources are free for us and trackable. When we share them with other people, we can see, you know, who's watching what as a great follow-up tool for us. So that's that. Download the Amari Builder app. Step number 1. Step number 2, get familiar with the boards section for the team, which are a lot of resources that are above and beyond what the company provides. So you'll see scripts there, you'll see graphics there that you can use in stories. You'll also see links that you can share there for helping folks onboard. You'll
Do you have
see
the ability to share your screen? Are you in a screen share situation or no?
I can. I don't know what shape my boards are in right now. I'm working on uploading all the April stuff, but I will go ahead and share it. Hang on just a second. Let me pull
I
boards
think
up.
people are many people are afraid of boards, and I'm like, boards, I know Freya, I know you're one of them. It's a treasure trove, as Laura says. It's a treasure trove in the boards app because you have scripts.
Yeah, what I love about boards is that, and it was someone on our team that taught it to me. Why am I not picking this up? Hang on just a second. Let me try to get this shared. Um, what I love about boards is think of it as a library. You know, it's just a virtual library for you. And it's an extension of what the company has in the Amari Builder app, but it's team resources. So many times some of the same things are in both, but then there's extra in boards. And the reason I like it for scripts, having a difficult time talking and moving at the same time here. But the reason that I like it for scripts is that I have it downloaded on my phone. And so we try to put the scripts in boards where you can just use your keyboard, which I think that's where boards got its name. You can use your keyboard, use the world globe icon, and then you don't have to copy and paste. I was doing a lot of copy and pasting of scripts from my notes section on my phone over to my conversations in text or chat with people. And what I love about boards is I just go to the script and I just tap it once and it's right there. So it saves me time. You don't have to use that functionality if you don't want to. You can always you can always play around with it with a friend or a relative and hey, let me try sending this to you and see how it works and try sending scripts and stuff to them. But here's what our team boards looks like. Like I said, I am in the midst right now. You're in the sausage factory of me changing out March to April. So you're going to see a little bit of March stuff on here, but we've got April calls and events in one location for you with graphics. We've got April promos that I'm in the process of uploading graphics for you. Again, just handy in one spot for you to be able to click and then text or forward to someone. I love our Happy Juice graphics. These are storyboards that you can use in your stories. Now, you guys all know this. It's not the graphic that sells. It's you. It's people by you. So just posting up images with words, I would never do that in the feed because it messes up it wrecks your algorithm. But in stories, you can go live with your Happy Juice or what you're enjoying, and then also say something to the effect of, check this out, and then post some of these other content pieces here. I've even got a little testimonial piece here where I pulled some testimonials. So you've got testimonials on Happy Juice already ready for you. You've got these pretty images of Happy Juice you can use too. There's more over here. These Lindsay did, they're beautiful. They explain what Happy Juice is. So you've got lots of different choices there. You've also got, just to do a little walkthrough here, getting started. I've got a link tree for customers that you are welcome to use. It doesn't go anywhere connected to me. It's just a bunch of resources that customers would like. So some people, you know how some people really like to dig into information and some don't, but you can always provide them with that link while they're waiting for their products to come in. We've got a new partner onboarding link tree that kind of says, here's our boards. Here's also the other things that you should know. We've got an Amari partner checklist of what are some of the things they need to know to get started. We've got a 7-day social media launch script and post written for them. We've got how to talk about your story blurb, like what's your story? When people ask you, what are you doing? What's a template of how to be able to write that and come up with that? We've got business reach out scripts. For some of you, your connections and your relationship equity may be so strong that it's not really about blasting on social media right now. It's about sitting down and dialing for dollars, as I used to call it years and years ago, where you just are reaching out to people directly to say, I'm involved with something new and I didn't want you to hear about it on the street. I wanted you to hear it from me first. So these business reach out scripts are great for voice text messages. How to create cart links, daily checklists, like what would your normal day look like if you're building here at Amari? Where would your focus be? How to track connections, memory jogger, and a little welcome video from me to the team. So those are there. That's in getting started. We've got tons. We provide as a company, as a team really, more social media training than I've ever seen before provided by any company. We don't charge you for it. We provide it freely to you. We invest as your leaders in social media training so that we know what the trends are, how to hack the algorithms, so that you don't have to invest that money. We want you to be profitable and we want you to, hit the ground running right away. So we've got tons of social media information here, including just a 4-page flyer that can also put you into action with a calendar, your own calendar right away. I'm just going to show that real quickly because Sarah B developed this. Here's our top tips about social media. And then we show you how to create your calendar. So right away, we give you an idea of how do you go and create your calendar, which whoever enrolled you can help you with that. And then we've got all this other social media training there. Subscribe and save benefits. We've got images on that for you to be able to share with people. Prospecting business partners. We've got the Amari Comp Plan. We've got like who your leadership team is, the dream call, the vision call agenda that I know Deshay loves. I probably should move that in a couple of places and move it up. So I'm just going to slide it up here. But anyway, so we've got lots of resources for you in boards, referral tap routing, just all kinds of content, goal setting, all types of content there. Is that helpful, Paige?
Tremendous. And I know everybody can agree. That is the money right there. Our calls this week, I guess we can kind of go over our calls for this week with you guys. Laura, do you want to say? I know,
Yeah.
I don't know who's teaching them tomorrow or.
Sure. So we are just all inclusive, by the way. And one of the leaders that's part of our support team is Sarah Hine. She does a team call on Tuesday mornings. That's not our team call, but sometimes people on our team say, I can't make it to a nighttime call. Can I go to a daytime one? You will find we are very much in alignment. So there is a Tuesday morning call. If that works better for you, you can find out the details. Our team calls are Tuesday nights, always on Tuesday nights. I'm hosting tomorrow night, and we always do a double header. We do an opportunity business overview call at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central, and then that's followed by at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, our team call. Because it's the first of the month, tomorrow night, our team call is really going to focus on what the April promotions and specials are. You are going to leave tomorrow night with the top 7 hooks to use to get eyeballs on your April content for this next week, as well as giveaways, like content giveaways, so that you can be adding value in the social media calls that you're creating, as well as we'll celebrate some next tomorrow night, but we're also you're gonna be leaving that call with some powerful resources to have you winning in the month of April. And then of course the call before it, you're inviting people to hear from me about my story of leaving corporate America and what our family went through, and then coming over to build here, and why I chose Amari with all the background and experience, 30 years that I have in this industry. Why would I choose to build with this company, and what do I know about it that others might want to know? So that's what you can invite people to tomorrow night. Then on Thursday night, there is a opportunity call, an overview call that Sarah Hine does, that I'm not sure who the speaker is this week, but there's one of those this Thursday night as well that you can invite people to. And on Friday, this Friday, we have a First Friday Faith call. First Friday Faith call with our Amari family. Brooke and Brett Thomas, who I chose to be my enroller here at Amari, a family I've known for many years. They host a monthly faith-based call for the leaders on our team. So it's open to everyone. It's even open to guests, guys. I mean, like I consider everything open to guests. We've got nothing to hide. And I would love for people to evaluate joining us by joining us. Come to something that we're doing and see what you think about it. And I believe that they're going to really feel it and like it and want to be part of the community. So that Friday morning is the call at 11 a.m. with Brooke. And then every Saturday, our founding partner, Pat Hintz, who's been a longtime friend of mine for over 20 years, he hosts a call every Saturday about leadership, and that is open for everyone as well. It's Saturday mornings at 11 Eastern as well. He's reviewing John Maxwell's book of leadership. That's what we're going through right now.
Awesome. Lindsay, are you doing anything on Thursday? I didn't know what your schedule was. I know you're busy.
So you guys, just to be completely honest, I've been having major problems with my jaw over the past few weeks, and so I dislocated my jaw a year ago and it's been acting up like crazy. So I am in the chiropractor once a week and in physical therapy twice a week. Let me see, Thursday. How about this, you guys? Normally we do these Thursdays at 1 p.m. I have another commitment at that time. I will be more than happy to do that at 2 p.m. this week, and I will add it to our team calendar right now. So you guys tell me, what kind of science do you want? What kind of education do you want? And I will put it on our team calendar right now. If you have ideas for what you want me to teach, I want to deliver service to you. You tell me what you need and I will be more than happy to do it. And if you guys say we don't really want a science call, we got Dr. Sean to teach us that, I am more than happy also to teach any kind of business strategy and development. You know, one of the things I love about this team is so many people in this industry say, oh, you know, my uplines don't support me. They abandoned me. I don't have what I need. We teach a ton of meetings every single week, and we are dedicated to them. Laura and I have not missed a Tuesday night call for this team in the entirety of the time that I have been here. And so we are dedicated to show up for you guys. And I want you also to know we are completely unafraid of your success. It is our honor to be able to elevate and have Paige come and host a call. We are not a team that leads with jealousy and competition. We are simply here to raise each other up as we bring mental wellness to the world. So I'll put that on the calendar. If you have some ideas for what you want me to teach, let me know.
Yeah, and I know we need to do this, guys. We need to do a team training on strategic placement.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess Laura, me, you, and Lens can talk about that because, because we find that there's a lot of people in your placement suites that are expiring, or you just don't know what to do with them because you're not familiar with this build. And real estate matters when you're starting here. And if you do it incorrectly, you will be paying for it the entire time you're collecting commissions here. Okay, that's all I'm saying. So we'll figure that out for you guys and have that within the next couple of weeks. I'm sure we can figure that out. So does anyone else have any other questions? I'm just absolutely so excited to see what's going to happen this month. We've had so many incredible rank advancements, which just proves that people are just introducing more to the mental wellness cause. Amy Frank, I want to call you out because you are incredible. You came in, Amy was giving up on network marketing. She came in, she has not quit. I mean, I know you haven't been here for 2 or 3 weeks, and she was close to running for bronze. I know you were close to bronze, but what an incredible leader. We're just attracting people here that are good men and women who know how to work, who want to make a difference. And I just want to applaud you for all your efforts, Amy. And I didn't mean to call you out, but I wanted to call you out.
Oh, thank you. I had to leave the room because my mom's here. She was on the phone talking very loud because I have a full house. But thank you. I was trying for bronze. I was working hard, but I'm going to get it this month.
Oh, you're going to get it. All right.
Yeah.
And she just dove into the systems. And I know that you've been impressed with what you've seen so far, right, Amy?
Yeah. And I'm not new to social selling or health and wellness, but I can tell you just in 2 weeks, the products have just made a huge difference for me. Like amazing. Like I was telling, I don't know who's been on these calls with me. I was really struggling with gut health. And I mean, I've been struggling. So for both of those now are so much better. I mean, I couldn't even leave my house. My gut health was so bad. And
She's
I'm only
being
doing the
tested
happy
for
juice.
SIBO, Lindsay. This was the girl I was talking to you about the SIBO testing, Amy.
Yeah.
And now she's like, I don't.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't introduced any of the other products, like any of the digestive enzymes or probiotics or anything. I just started with just the happy juice. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like it was really, really bad. I'm not going to get graphic. It was bad. Like, I'm like, how can I travel? How can I can't even go anywhere. I had to like figure out when I could leave the house. My stomach was so bad. So that is like, that's a testimony just for the happy juice. I mean, a lot of us struggle with gut health. And yeah, I've got a lot going on here at my house. My mom, her husband are here temporarily, long story. So yes, I'm kind of keeping my sanity with the happy
Well,
juice.
we're so happy you're here and thank you for your leadership.
Mhm.
She's on Lacey's team for you guys that, so that team is just amazing. And I'm just honored that you chose Amari
Aw.
because you're
Well,
home.
Paige, you've been amazing to me. I just want to thank you for all your generosity and helping me. I've never had a leader like you ever. So thank
Aw.
you.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I
Mhm.
appreciate that. All righty, guys. Does anyone else have any other questions? Well, you have us three on here, which, and thank you, Lindsay and Laura. It's the first of the month and Lindsay and I were on the phone till what, 2 a.m. for sure. So it's, yeah, but it's all good. Thank you so much, Agnes. It's so good to see you here. Agnes is a retired nurse, so I'm sure she's going to want to connect with you, Lindsay. She's amazing too. She's been in network marketing for a long time and she just joined us. So I'm so happy to have you here, Agnes, as well. She's so cute. All righty, guys. Thank you so much. We'll have the recording up in the Sunshine Crew. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow. If you have prospects, talk to them. Talk to them about, and Laura's going to have a graphic for us that that emphasizes on her experience here and how amazing it is that she has been here building at the Mental Wellness Company and why your prospects should come hear her story tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Central. Again, people can stay and see how transparent we are. Stay for that 7 p.m. Central team meeting where we're going to recognize some of our achievements this month, but we'll also have, we'll equip you with all the tools you need to have an incredible April. Thank you guys. Love you so much. Mwah. Bye now.